The concept of academic coaching is really what TrackEd has been designed to do. So bringing together the academic data for students all together in one place, being able to see a journey over time, being able to display different options depending on what discussions you're wanting to have, highlighting information in engaging ways, just basically having everything at your fingertips is really what TrackEd is about. So we're going to take a look at a few strategies that schools use when using TrackEd for academic coaching. The first of those is assigning academic coaches. So in your settings area, under your different modules, you're able to set a list of academic coaches that you'd like to apply to a cohort, and then back on the profile page, you can then go through and apply that academic coach to each student. Then you're able to do a find option for specific coaches. So if I do an academic coach search for my current year 12s, and I'll search for Feds, and that's going to pull up all of the students who have been assigned to him as a coach. And so with that, then I could go back to the profiles and generate those profiles with whatever options I'd like, maybe attendance there, awards and goals at the bottom, and their latest results or their 11-12 results here. So I could then send that off as a PDF to that specific coach to then have discussions around that piece of paper for the coaching for that term. Now, another few options there is that the coaches could actually have access to TrackEd directly. In that case, it could be with a laptop or with an iPad. They can search for a student, pull up their profile, and be able to click through the different options and actually have discussions around each of the items that are on the page here as well. Now, in terms of recording notes, often academic coaches don't have direct access for TrackEd, but don't worry, it's been designed for that. You can do the export and the export coaching notes template. That'll export an Excel file for the current found set. You might like to do the whole cohort at once, or just a subset of it. And then they can actually, your coaches can actually enter notes under the notes box. So notes, I'll just pull that up. We've got a notes box here. We've got an internal notes off to the side here that doesn't print. We've got awards and we've got goals here as well. And we've got a grid coaching notes option as well. If I go over to the grid view, you'll be able to see that one there. So those options are able to be, you're able to fill in data into those Excels and then upload that data from the Excel into TrackEd. And when that comes in, it'll come in a format which will record who the coach was, who had the interview, so that'll go in there, the date and the notes that they've filled in, and it adds that information to the top of the notes box. With all of these, obviously there's different view options, so you've got notes in a larger view here. If I go to the 2-page print view option, you can actually set the entire second page to just be notes, and so that you've got quite a lot of room there to actually include that. The internal notes, you can actually in the 2-page option have the second page as an internal note. So if you're sending that to teachers and obviously not student facing, then that's an option there as well. And on the second page, you can actually configure a whole different set of profile options there. So you can actually send a PDF bundle with 2 pages per student in order to fit more information on there for having those discussions.